30 years ago, this company was just making small, rechargeable batteries. Even in 2011, Elon Musk mocked this company and said, "Have you seen their cars?" But now this company has overtaken Tesla, and it started a tech war between China and America. Yeah, we're talking about the Chinese EVs company, BYD, that is a leading electric car manufacturing company. But behind this company's success, there is a secret story that no one knows. First, go back in time and find where it all began. Back in July 2003, Elon Musk started Tesla. His big idea was to speed up the world's shift to clean energy, and by 2008, they were already making good headway. The release of their first car, the Roadster, was a total beast. It proved that electric cars could be desirable. They were fast, stylish, and had a decent range. It was the first highway-legal electric car to use lithium-ion batteries, and it could travel over 244 miles on a single charge, as people got addicted to this model. In 2012, Tesla launched the Model S, which further pushed the boundaries of electric car technology. Its advanced features and impressive performance set a new benchmark for the industry, and it quickly gained widespread popularity. Tesla's innovation didn't stop there. Then, in 2023, Tesla got everyone excited again when they announced the Cybertruck. It's like they were trying to cross the electric truck world next. Even in 2023, Tesla was still killing it with their popular cars like the Model 3, Model Y, and those fancy Model S and Model X. But in January 2024, an unexpected event occurred. In late 2023, a Chinese company called BYD actually sold more electric cars than them. This was a real eye-opener for all the Western car companies. It makes people say, "Whoa, the Chinese are coming on strong. They can't just sit back and relax anymore." And to make things even more interesting, BYD totally crushed it in those last few months of 2023. They sold a whopping 526,409 electric cars. That's way more than Tesla. During all this mess, earlier this year, Elon Musk, co-founder of Tesla, was on a call with some analysts, and he just says, "Our observation is, generally, that the Chinese car companies are the most competitive car companies in the world." He even went on to say, "I think they will have great success outside of China." But you won't believe this tone was quite different from the tone of 2011. When he was asked about competition from BYD, China's largest EV car manufacturer, on Bloomberg TV, he laughed in response.
Warren Buffett owns 10% stake in that. Why do you laugh? BYD is trying to compete. Why do you laugh?
Have you seen their car?
I have seen their cars, yes. In fact, at the Berkshire Hathaway meeting, I saw their cars.
Yeah.
Well, they are on a different, tell me why you're laughing. You don't see them at all as a competitor?
No.
Why is that? I mean, they offer a lower price point.
I don't think they have a great product.
When Anchor says, "Why do you laugh?" Musk mockingly replies, "Have you seen their cars? You don't see them at all as a competitor. I don't think they have a great product." And now China has become a giant in the global EV market. It accounted for 52% of the global BEV sales. In 2023, the China electric vehicles market size was estimated at $253.16 billion US. It's not a joke. It's the reality that is making Tesla rethink their cars. But how did China pull this off? Just 12 years ago, they barely had just 0.1% presence in the electric car world. And now, they're crossing Tesla. Well, the main thing is the price hack. As for Tesla, the Model 3 starts at around $40,630, and it offers a solid mix of performance, range, and safety features. But if you're aiming higher, the Model S of Tesla kicks off at $75,000, and for those who want the ultimate speed, the Model S Plaid starts at about $130,000, and no doubt, that's very high. Unfortunately, it is the side that everyone notices. Because the most amazing thing is that Chinese EVs are more affordable. Like its models, Xpeng's G6 starts at about $32,317 and Zeekr's X at around $30,692. People don't just buy electric cars because they're cheap. They also care about how long they'll last, what features they have, how safe they are, and if they can afford them. And Chinese electric cars offer all of that. Plus, when you combine luxury with an affordable price, it's a winning combination. And that's the reason Chinese EVs are making waves, especially in their local market. They're growing their customer base by focusing on luxury at more affordable prices. But cheaper Chinese electric cars have made it harder for other companies to sell their cars at higher prices. They've had to lower their prices too. Also, Chinese electric cars have unique designs that make them stand out. Yeah, Tesla and Chinese EVs have some design similarities, but they also have their own distinct styles. The experience inside the car is important too. Tesla's design philosophy focuses on simplicity and a modern feel. Like sleek lines, lots of open space, and a big touchscreen. Plus, the tactile feedback of physical buttons, the reassuring click and feel of traditional controls, adds another layer to the modern driving experience. Although American Tesla has a luxurious vibe. But Tesla's sales have become sluggish because the cars haven't been revised or refreshed in years, and people can't simply pay more with the same design and features. But Chinese EVs are not simply fellow Tesla and make their own path with bold design choices. Chinese EV interiors focus on giving you a luxurious feel. They have elegant details, the newest tech gadgets, comfortable leather seats, and the option to personalize the colors. You can even find some extra goodies like massaging seats. And the best part, Chinese EV makers aren't shy about packing their vehicles with the latest technology gizmos and gadgets. They're going all out to make your ride super comfortable. But let's be honest, when you buy a car, you don't just want it to look cool. You want it to last for years and years. That's why both Tesla and Chinese EV makers are working hard to build cars that are built to last. Teslas have already earned a good name for solid build quality and how reliably their cars perform. Of course, there's always been some concern about things like paint issues or panel gaps, but overall, their reputation is strong. Tesla's batteries, designed to last between 300,000 to 500,000 miles, come with an 8-year warranty. Also, they keep their cars up to date with those over-the-air software updates, so Tesla gets better with age. Meanwhile, Chinese EV companies like NIO are stepping up their game. NIO has this cool battery tech that lets you swap out batteries quickly, which solves the problem of batteries wearing out over time. Chinese EVs are even getting much better in terms of how well they're built and how long they last. But some models still haven't quite caught up to Tesla in a few areas. Even so, they're giving Tesla a run for its money. In 1995, this company was just making small rechargeable batteries. Fast forward almost 30 years, and this Shenzhen-based company, BYD, has become the world's top electric vehicle manufacturer. They even outsold Tesla in the last part of 2023. This has kick-started a race in America to protect Tesla from the wave of Chinese electric cars. And to protect Tesla, in May 2024, the US suddenly raised taxes on Chinese electric cars from 2.5% to a whopping 27.5%. They were worried about unfair trade practices and how it could hurt American car makers. A tariff is basically a tax on imports. President Joe Biden says, "We're taking these steps to level the playing field and protect American jobs." But this was just beginning. Right after a few months, in August 2024, Canada also announced they'd put a huge 100% tax on Chinese electric cars and a 25% tax on Chinese steel and aluminum starting October 1st. Canada's Prime Minister Trudeau blamed China's policies, saying they were making too many electric cars and flooding the market. Even US officials started talking about the environment. They think China's making so many electric cars partly because their government gives them a lot of money. This could lead to a ton of cheap electric cars flooding the market, which might not actually help with climate change goals. This move really shook up the Chinese car industry. But the big question is, are these taxes really about saving American jobs, or is there a bigger plan to stop Chinese electric cars from taking over? Well, It looks like President Biden's decision to tax Chinese electric cars isn't really about helping American buyers. It's more about protecting American companies that make electric cars. They basically want to give companies like Ford and GM a fighting chance against Chinese cars. They hope this will lead to more affordable American-made electric cars down the road. The taxes are also a way to push back against China's unfair trade practices. The government thinks China is making U.S. companies share their secrets, so they're using taxes to make Chinese products more expensive and hopefully force China to play fair. But taxes are a harsh way to deal with these problems, and there might be better solutions out there. So, what did China do about all this? On August 9, 2024, China went to the World Trade Organization, WTO, to complain. They said the EU's taxes on their cars were unfair, broke the WTO's rules, and were even messing with efforts to fight climate change. They're still waiting to hear back. It's clear that China's sudden success in the electric car world is causing a lot of drama. Taxes and trade wars are making things tense between countries. But how did this competition between two companies become a matter of national importance? Could China's success actually help Tesla in the end? Also, are these tariffs a good idea? And what does this mean for the future of electric vehicles and the global economy? Share your valuable thoughts in the comments. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe for more. See you in the next video.